everybody, and welcome back to my channel. If you just so happen to be joining me for the very first time, thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Donella and this is my world of beauty here on YouTube. Now you guys might be wondering, right, like, what happened to you for the past month, girl? Where have you been? Now, the last couple of videos that I uploaded, I did promise that I was going to do like a full weekend of videos, but long story short, both of my ring lights went bad. I tried to film using the natural daylight, but it was just as the young children would say, it was not giving at all. And then when I did just like a little test run just to see, you know, let me see how this is gonna look with just the natural daylight, like if I just put the camera prop the camera and everything else next to a window, how we gonna look. And it was just the quality of the video was not good compared to my others. And I know the first thing people was gonna say was like, what's going on there? Why your video looks like that? When I look off the go into your house now, like, what's happening? So I decided to wait. I reordered a new ring light. I have this beautiful 18-inch. I had an 18-inch before and I had a 10-inch. So now I have to reorder the 10-inch, but I have this beautiful bright 18-inch ring light right here in front of me right now, and I feel like I don't even need anything else. I feel like I don't even need the 10-inch because I normally have the 10-inch propped like directly in front of me, you know, for when I'm really doing like a detailed eye and I need to like really zoom in and need a light shed on me, like directly on me, extra bit of light shining directly on me so I can see what I'm doing. That's what I normally use the 10-inch ring light for. But I feel like I'm really happy with this one that I have. It's so bright, it's so big, it's so powerful, it's giving me light, it's giving me everything, it's giving. This week's video I'm going to be recreating something that I started and I didn't get to finish because of the whole fiasco with the two ring lights, and that's creating a really beautiful blue eyeshadow look. If you are interested in seeing how I create that look, then please stay tuned. I am back and I went in with a bit of my Uoma Beauty foundation. I went in with the, what is it called? Flawless IRL, that's in our real life, and I went in with Brown Sugar T4. I'm wearing a bit of that. I might apply a second application of it because it's looking slightly light. Normally when I wear a colored eyeshadow, which is very rare because you guys know I love my nude looks, I tend to go in just a little bit heavier with my foundation just to make sure that everything just ties in and looks good, etc. So I'm just going to run through real quick the steps that I did on this eye over on this eye. This way, my Too Faced Bond, this way multi-use sculpting concealer. This is Spice from, I believe I went in with Chestnut. I'm going to use that as my base, or as my primer I should say, before I apply my eyeshadow. That base on, I'm going to go in my JuviasPlace Masquerade mini palette. I was using my Karity Beauty palettes, but for some reason, I think it's a smoke palette. Yeah, the smoke palette. For some reason, this pink was just not giving the amount of pigmentation that I needed for this look. So I went in and I saw this beautiful pink in here called Dewy in the JuviasPlace palette, and I was like, yes, this is the pink that I need. So I'm gonna go in real quick and just basically create like a circular shape. Well, I am creating a semicircle shape because that's where I want the pink to lay, like right here. I'm gonna get the pink real quick. And then I kind of had to mix and match colors over here because I did, yeah, I was using the Karity Beauty Smoke palette, but then I realized that the colors just weren't as pigmented as I wanted them to be. I'm going to show you real quick. Let me just get the brush that I was using, which is this one. I was using this deep shade of blue right here, and then I realized that it just wasn't giving what I wanted it to give. It just was coming out. It's a little bit too light for me. I'm sure you can see that on camera. It was just coming out a little bit too light. Well, from my liking, it was just like after it dried down just a little bit, for lack of a better word, or I should say, when the dust settled on the eyeshadow, it just was not looking like the deepness that I wanted. So I had to go in again in my JuviasPlace Masquerade mini palette, and there's this beautiful color right here It's called Chi. It's like a mix. It's like a bluish purple color. So I went in with Chi. Lord, please don't drop, because there's one brown color in there that already broke, and please, I don't need any more to drop. So I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. I'm going to go into Chi and just lightly dust it over that shade of blue that I got from the Karity Beauty palette, because I need to deepen this just slightly. To deepen it just a little bit. I need to deepen it just a little bit, yeah. Just like that. And I'm going to go around the same circular motion. After I place that, then I'm just going to basically do some light blending in the crease area right here. Right after that, I went in with this cute, what is this called? This is a crease blush. Did I just say blush? This is a crease brush from Just Up Beauty. I know quite a few persons have asked me about these brushes. These are just some brushes I got from Amazon. I saw that they were trending on the day that I saw them, and they're quite inexpensive. I think they hold, I think it's a set of 12 pieces. I think it was like somewhere between $8 to $10 for it, something like that. But it wasn't expensive. I tend to go into that really pretty pink Bori from the JuviasPlace palette and just lightly brush the edges of this just to give it a nice pink frame. Or a nice, yeah, nice pink frame. Just gonna keep going in and dipping until I get that nice pink frame. Sure that everything is blended in so you don't see where one start and where one ends. So I'm just going to just keep going, and this process really does take some time. Most of the time when I'm creating an eyeshadow look with lots of colors, I tend to just cut it short because this process, the blending process, take a lot of time. So next I'm going to go into my JuviasPlace palette once again, and I'm going to go into this beautiful blue color right here. This is called Dahlia, and I was going to use that same deep blue from the what you call it, the Karity Beauty Smoke palette, this deep blue right here, but it just wasn't giving. It just wasn't popping enough for me. It just felt kind of flat to me. So I went in with the, I think this is a Sephora brush. I can't remember what brand of brush this is. This is either a Sephora or a Morphe brush. I've had these brushes for quite some time, and I clean them continuously, so the name is no longer on it. So sorry, I don't know what brush this is anymore. I just know it's an eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna go in and basically apply the blue directly over the lid. I'm applying it in the same semicircle shape that I used earlier when I started off with the pink shade, because it's almost like a cut crease, but not really a cut crease. But it's just because I want to layer on the colors just like that. And then what I did, I went in to the Karity, another Karity Beauty palette. This one is called, child, what fell? So my JuviasPlace palette just fell, and as you can imagine, a number of the shadows broke. But anyway, as I was saying, I went into the Karity Beauty matte palette, and what I did is that I took this really pretty sky blue shade and just basically dipped it, did my eyeshadow brush, the same brush that I used. There's a deeper shade on this side, and the sky blue on this side. The deeper shade is on this side, and the sky blue is on this side. And I just tapped just a bit of that directly over that blue that I have right here, and I really used it to kind of just like cover up the little bits and pieces of skin that I was still seeing coming through. That's just what I did right there. That's really because on this eye, you know, I was struggling with trying to mix the JuviasPlace palette colors with the Karity Beauty palette colors, so it was a struggle. This is sometimes why I like to create my colors off camera first, and then go in. Once I know what I did wrong, I can fix it on the other eye. So this is what so this was the end result. And then I went in using my Rommel London Exaggerate liquid liner and just created a cute little wing liner, just like this. Just gonna connect the dots right here. Make sure we have a nice and pointy wing, and we're just gonna fill that in real quick. Okay, so now that I have the eyeshadow look that I'm on, I'm going to leave lashes basically until I've completed the rest of my complexion. I do believe I'm going to go in with a little bit more of the Uoma Beauty. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to mix things up just a little bit. I believe I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. Actually, no. I'm going to go in with the Dewy. I'm going to go in with the Dewy. I'm going to go in with the Dewy Smooth on this one. This one is the shade Mocha, which is 360. This is my shade. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Mocha in this one. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, and then finish up the rest of my face. So this is what the Mocha looks like blended with the Uoma Beauty Flawless IRL foundation in the shade Brown Sugar T4. It looks pretty much the same, but I believe the Maybelline Fit Me has a little bit more body, so it looks almost like a full coverage foundation I'm wearing, which is what I'm looking for. I really need to look like I'm wearing a full coverage foundation for this look because it's so bright and it's so colorful. I want to go in with a heavier complexion look, for lack of a better word. I don't want my face to feel heavy, that's not what I'm saying, but I do want my complexion to just be a little bit more on the full coverage side, because I'm wearing all this color, girl. I'm wearing all this color. Okay. Let me just go in and complete the rest of my face and I'll be back. Alright guys, so I've pretty much completed my complexion products on my face with the exception of highlight and blush. And then of course, y'all know I always have to put, I always have to take the makeup off of my beauty mat right here. I used to use pencil, but just the other day I realized using a liquid liner really makes it pop even more. So I'm going to use the same Exaggerate liquid liner from Rommel London and just add a little bit, yeah, just add a little bit right there, and wow, she is popping. Okay, so I have these 3 blushes that I got from Amazon as well. It's kind of like a, the brand is not as popular. I don't want to say a no-name brand because they obviously have a name on them. They're called, I don't know, Fascia. I have no idea. But I want to try a combination of these. So this one is a really hot pink. I'm not really sure if I could maybe use a little bit of this on top of these two. But I'm going to start off with this like peachy looking one right here and just add a little bit right there. I'm going to use it on this side first just to see how it's going to, you know, see how everything gonna work out before I put it on the other side. Okay, with the brush and nicely blend her in. See how she's looking. Okay, so I just like kind of just went straight into my skin, didn't do much. Let me try the other color here that looks a little bit more on the pinky side, peachy pinky side. Let me see how this one is going to look. Let's see how this one is going to look. Is it just going to blend all the way out as well? Yeah, it looks so. So guess what? I am just going to go back to my Uoma Beauty. It's my Uoma Beauty. Yeah, my Uoma Beauty. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is a cheek and blush. A cheek and lip blush tint. Sorry. A cheek and lip tint combination. So I'm gonna use this. Yeah, I think this is the best thing. But you know what? I think I'm gonna use those two on the other side as well. You just kind of just level things out a little bit. So you see, you could almost see that little bit of peachy highlight underneath there, and then this just kicks it up a notch. So yeah, I'm going to use those two on the other side as well, just to make sure we balance out. And my blush on this side looks the same on the other side, and it don't look like what's going on the underneath there. Like you got a little bit of peach underneath there, and then this pop of pink. Like what's happening? So I'm gonna do that, like right there. Yes. So let me do the other side. And then we're gonna come back and then I'm going to just determine if I should add something else. I'm just adding, I've already added the other two underneath. I'm just adding this right here. Just blend this out, and I'm going to add the same two application like I did on the other side of my face. Yeah, I definitely have to balance this out and make sure you blend that out so that it blends out in kind of look like it coming from my hairline. Yeah, like that. I'm using the big mirror in front of me, so if you see me peeping, that's what I'm peeping at. I'm gonna drag this down just a little bit. You actually need to add just a tad bit of that so I can get it to drag down here a little bit. And I think I really want to go in on this, so I'm gonna pull something else. I'm gonna be like, something else, your cheeks already look popping. I'm gonna add something else, okay? Because I'm extra want to do is basically connect this with the blush. So I'm gonna add this a little bit right here. This is basically like the Rihanna. Has anybody ever seen Rihanna do this? Like, I don't know if you guys remember, what year did she launch Trophy Wife again? I can't remember. The Trophy Wife highlight, that's kind of that really bright yellowish gold highlight that she launched, and everybody was grabbing it. I remember when she had her little meet up with a number of influencers and so forth, and this is how she applied the highlight. Basically connected the color that was on your brow. If you didn't have a color on your brow bone, she basically added just a little bit of the highlight right there, and then connected to the highlight that was on your cheek. So it just looks very, very retro, very sleek, very well put together, very everything. It's basically it's not anything that she invented, by the way. This is a long-standing makeup trick. This is a long-standing makeup trick that goes back, well back into the days of makeup, but it's just that some persons don't really like it. It's more catalog makeup, if so to speak. But I'm gonna do it here because I want to do it here, okay? All right, and I'm just going to add this a little bit of this Pat McGrath. This is actually a liquid lipstick. This is one of them Venom things. What are they called? Let me not say Venom things. They have a name. Venom Mistress. This one is called Venom Mistress. This one has like a little bit of, this one has a tiny bit of shimmer in it. So I'm just gonna add that to my cheek underneath, and guess what? I'm gonna take that bit of shimmer and then add my highlight right there to kick it up a notch. So yeah, I'm really into the dewy skin thing right now. I think I've been into it for a while now, but I think I'm more so into it now. I feel like give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my favorite highlight, which is the one from Artist Couture, Labronzs. So let me just add a little bit of Labronzs because I know this is going to be extremely intense. Let me just add a little bit of Labronzs right there, girl. I know she's gonna kick this up right now. Ooh! Oh my gosh, it looks so good. Woo! Oh my god. Oh, girl, look. I'm having palpitations. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Listen. Woo. Woo. Child. Okay. Let me not go crazy. Let me close this and just complete the rest of my look. Let me just add a nude lip. I don't think I need any color right now. I just need a nude lip. So for my lip combo, I'm thinking of using this lipstick from Uoma Beauty. This one is a very sexy nude. It's called Underrated. I love it. It's this right here. And then I believe I'm going to find a gloss that looks perfect to go over it. So I'm going to start off with Underrated. Then I'm going to go in with this MAC lip gloss. This one is called Myth. Ooh, this is pretty. Gorgeous. I'm loving this. All right, let me spray my face. I'll be back. Guys, I am back, and this is the completed look. How is she looking? Is she giving? Listen, I need to stop this. I need to stop talking like my daughter, right? She's always with this. It's giving. But listen, this is giving me a little bit of peacock. It's giving. Listen, I just realized just now I have a blue background. I have on blue nails, and I'm wearing blue eyeshadow. Well, a combination, but blue is the most prominent color on my eye right now. I am loving right here, especially right here. You guys know I love a bad highlight, so this is my favorite part of this tutorial. I am in love with it. I feel like I need to go somewhere. I ain't got nowhere to go, but guess what? I'm gonna find somewhere to drive just because I don't want to take this makeup look off right now. I am in love with it. Alright guys, so that is it, this tutorial. If you happen to have enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up on your way. Any suggestions in terms of makeup videos, and please be sure to drop me a comment down in the comment section. Follow me on all my social media accounts. All of my information will be down in the drop box or the comment box or the description section, I should call it. I'm not on TikTok, so if you don't see any TikTok thing here, it's because I'm not on TikTok. I did promise I was going to create one real soon, but I haven't gotten around to it. Okay, I'm sorry, but I will get around to it eventually. So please don't forget to click the subscribe button on your way out, and thank you so much for being here with me. I do have a lot in store for you guys for my future uploads, so please stay tuned, please subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys real soon on my next upload.